Welcome back, everybody, to Casual Commander. We've got episode 6, continuing our theme of iconic tribal. Last time we had zombies, humans, and goblins, and spoiler alert, Chris was the Goblin King and ran away with a victory. So he's got goblins again. This time CJ is loaded up with Merfolk. I've got Elves, and Chris is sticking with the goblins. Let's start with you, CJ. What are you bringing to the table?
I'll be playing with Talran today. I'll be trying to cast some instants and sorceries to get some extra flyers out to kill Chris.
Well, I wish you good luck with that. I'm playing Nath of the Guilt Leaf from back in Lorwyn. At the beginning of my upkeep, I can have an opponent discard a card at random, and whenever an opponent discards a card, I can put a green elf warrior creature token into play. Usually elf tribal is mono green. I went with Nath not for the discard ability. I didn't build around that at all, but I wanted that black for a couple of key cards. So I think the elves should be pretty good with that black splash. How about you, Chris? What do you got with Krenko?
Well, so I have the same deck as last time, and I'm gonna win on turn 4.
It's a good plan.
I'm gonna make a lot of goblins.
And I will just mention for the viewers that you can find the deck lists, a description of the deck, and a couple key cards pointed out over at casualcrusader.com. So whenever you're finished watching this video, whether you found it on Twitter, YouTube, or Facebook, or on casualcrusader.com, you can head over there and get the deck lists and additional info. And with that, let's jump into the game. We've already rolled the dice. I'm on the play, and I think everybody's keeping their hands. So I'm going to start with, I should probably draw a card first. And I'm going to start with the best land I could have. Cavern of Souls, naming Elves. So Elves that are played with the Cavern of Souls can't be countered. And I'm going to play this neat little guy. Turn 1 play, Llanowar Mentor. I can discard a card to basically make a Llanowar Elf token.
Okay.
And I'll pass it over to Chris.
Mountain Goblin Lackey. Whenever he deals damage to a player, I can put a permanent Goblin permanent from my hand onto the battlefield. Good to go.
All right. I got a land.
No turn 1 play?
Oh, I got a turn 1 play. We got Cassie's Trickster.
There we go.
Cassie. I'll pass that.
So, what do I do with all of this? I think I'm going to play a Temple, and I'm going to scry one. And I'm going to scry that to the bottom. Not going to be able to use it anytime soon. And I'll pass the turn.
Valakut intapped, and I pass and curse both of you for having turn 1 plays.
Yeah, that is a rarity in Commander that all three of us have turn 1 plays.
Oh well. Messed up his plan. No turn 4 win.
Turn 5.
Okay. We got 2 lands. And I'll just pass my turn there.
All right. Well, I would be worried if I didn't have the Cavern of Souls. But since I do, I'm going to play Jungle Hollow, gain 1 life.
Good play.
And wasn't that exciting?
I see why you were worried.
Well, I've got exciting stuff in my hand, but
Yeah, must be nice.
CJ, you got some counters over there for Jared's stuff?
Yep, for Jared's stuff.
can't count on my stuff. I got a Cavern of Souls. Oh, you,
do you?
son of a gun!
Well then, let's all play nice. I'll start by doing Goblin Sharpshooter. Go ahead. Just leaving it there as a warning, Jared. I'll even separate it.
Yeah, I see it there. I'm actually worried about a lot of what you have going on.
Oh, pass my turn again.
At the end of CJ's turn.
Uh-oh.
Flashes and Elves.
Well, I'm just thinking, do I even bother making a Llanowar Elf token?
Oh,
Because then on your turn, you just machine gun them all down with the Goblin Sharpshooter.
I don't know what you're saying.
With my Llanowar Mentor, and I've decided I am going to do this. I'm going to use his ability to make a Llanowar Elf token.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll go ahead and untap and take my turn. I should probably discard a card with that too.
Mm.
So that is the cost of the ability. So for my turn, what I was saying before is that I was concerned that your Goblin Sharpshooter kills my token. When a creature dies it untapped, you can tap it again to kill the Mentor, so there really wasn't much purpose
Oh, well, I'm well aware.
of doing that. But thankfully I've got a Lord.
CJ, kill it.
Dwynen Gilfleet
I did kill
Bane.
it.
Other elf creatures I control get +1/+1, and whenever Dwynen attacks, I get a life for each attacking elf. Let me set these guys as 2/2s. And, oh, Chris, I hate you.
Why? I haven't done anything.
No, but I have to attack you.
Why do you have to attack me?
Because you got more things going on than CJ.
It's true.
Take two.
Can't argue with that logic.
All right, that's it for me.
I'm keeping track of how many mountains I have on here for you. When it gets to 5, it starts dealing 3 damage to target creature or player.
Yep, good idea.
So let's start by tapping Goblin Sharpshooter to deal 1 here. And then when a creature dies, he untaps.
Where did that go?
There.
Hmm.
Then he untaps when he dies. And then I want to swing at CJ for 1.
Okay.
And when he deals combat damage to a player, I can put a Goblin permanent from my hand onto the battlefield. And then I want to put Siege Gang Commander on the field. And it's not cast, so you can't counter it. I can put 3 1/1 red goblins onto the field.
Good game, CJ.
Yeah, we almost had him.
Nothing's going on. Let's see. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What are we convoking here?
I'm convoking Obelisk of the Erd, which is going to give all my goblins +2/+2.
Good game.
Yep, good game. Now, we're not out of it yet, but it's going to take several turns to stabilize.
Mm.
Let's go ahead and ping Jared.
For 1?
For 1.
Yep, I'll take it.
And End of turn. Let's go ahead and destroy his Cavernous Souls.
Hmm.
Who needs mana?
All right.
I'll pass.
That was unfortunate.
All right. Might as well bring him out. I'll pass my turn.
All right. Hope for a good draw.
Yep. Let's go, Jared.
You can do it.
Yeah. No. it's
Yeah,
a good.
no.
Damn it! If I had that Cavernous Souls, I'd be all about it.
Let's all do it.
But instead, let me throw this guy out there, I guess. Bliss Alana Scarblade. I can discard an elf card, and target creature gets -X until end of turn, where X is the number of elves I control. And he gets pumped up from Dwynen. And that's the best I got.
Weak sauce. Well, I don't have that much going on for me.
Just 5 3/3s and a 4/4.
Not much. That's not much, CJ.
Not much. Not much. Let's do. Sorry, CJ, but these two got to come at you.
No, they don't.
And then, actually, this guy needs to come at you. And this guy needs to go Jared.
I'm going to take that 4.
I'll take that 6.
Okay, when Goblin Lackey deals damage, I get to put a Goblin onto the field. So let's put Goblin Wizard. Take a Goblin from my hand and put it directly into play. Treat it as if it was just summoned.
All right.
With my 2, I'm going to go ahead and play Goblin Pile Driver. He's protection from blue, and whenever he attacks, he gets +2/+0 for each other attacking Goblin. He's a 3/4. I will pass. Yeah, I'll pass.
I don't know, Jared.
I don't know either.
You got to get him.
You don't have any bounce spells for those tokens or something?
I mean, no. Think I made a good deck. Pass.
End of your turn, I'm going to use my Llanowar Elves to use Llanowar Mentor's ability, discarding a card and making another Llanowar Elf.
I don't know why you get rid of that card.
Chris is going to kill me next turn.
Oh, here we go. Does that work? Does this work?
Oh.
No, it doesn't do anything. That does nothing.
You don't get devotion for tokens, right?
Correct, unless it's a token that's a copy of something with a cost. But for these tokens, I do not. So my devotion is 3, so Nykthos would net me nothing. Boy, oh boy.
Boy.
Can't even do that. So let me... Boy, this is just terrible. I'm gonna throw Nath out there, I guess. Seems like a reasonable play for 5.
Stop it, CJ! Stop it!
I can't stop it.
Come on!
What do you think I have?
Dude, Talrand is supposed to run like 24 counters.
Pass into Chris.
At the end of your turn, Jared, I'm dealing a damage to you.
Yep. And worth noting that Nath's power and toughness is buffed by Dwynen. I'll take that one.
Yeah, you
Hmm. And I'm going to die.
will.
Yeah.
I have hope that you'll stop Jared from doing stuff. Well, let's see. Let's go here. Let's do this here. These can go here. This can go here. And I don't really care for this wizard much. Let's do that.
Okay. Aether Spouts.
Oh, got him.
Ooh. Okay. In response.
I got
Thank you so much, because I was gonna take a beating.
Thinking. For 2, let's sacrifice a goblin here and deal 2 damage here. And then for my other 2
Talrand's
here, yeah, I'll do. Let's get rid of this guy here.
Not that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Well, so I guess I'm gonna stagger it like this though. So I'm gonna go target CJ's guy. I'm gonna tap and deal 1 damage here. It dies. I untap it. I'll do another one here once your second guy dies. If he dies.
Gotcha. He is going to die, but before he does, I'm going to use Llanowar Elves to do Llanowar Mentor, discarding a card.
Okay. Yep.
And making another elf.
Yep.
Right.
So then he taps and then untaps.
Yep.
And then all of that stuff happens with CJ's guy, and I get to decide whether they go on top or bottom. So now these guys go places. Let's see. Move to that. Move to that. Move to. This is. I'm probably gonna regret this. That. I don't know. Okay. And that's all I have left.
Got him.
I probably should have Krenko'd first and then, yeah, whatever. Go ahead.
Nice play, CJ.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's real hard casting something.
Play the game.
All right. Here we go. Play Saprazan Legate. If an opponent controls a mountain and I control an island, I can play it without paying its mana cost. And we'll play Saprazan Cove. It's a Saprazan turn. Comes in tapped. I can tap it to put a storage counter on it, and also tap it to remove any storage counters and add that many 1 blue mana for each storage counter.
Got all the Saprazan cards.
Mm-hmm. All right. End my turn. Wait. Do not end my turn.
What's happening over there?
Got him.
The reason I have Drakes.
Yep.
I take 2.
Pass.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. Beginning by upkeep, I can have target opponent discard a card at random. What do you got over there, Chris?
I got 2 cards of nothing.
Oh, you got to discard one at random.
All right. You want to roll a dice? We'll say evens are my first card, odds the second one.
Sure. You rolling the dice or am I?
I'll let you do it. It's more random. Even, so it's my second card. Seize the
Even
day.
was first.
And what does Seize the Day do?
I had it in my head. It was 1, 2, 1, 2.
You said even was first. You're just getting it your way.
I promise you the other card isn't as exciting.
Well, I'm actually. Oh, it's got flashback though. I was about to say I'm glad to get rid of that, but flashback is a challenge. However, whenever an opponent discards a card, I get a 1/1 green elf warrior.
What do I get?
You get nothing.
You got nothing, buddy.
You get to keep your cards, I guess, which is.
I get to watch.
I was pretty dumb for not killing you, Darwin. I could have pinged all of your guys to death after that.
Yep, you could have. All right, so that was untap, upkeep, and then I will draw and resume with my turn.
CJ, if you can get rid of his
I can't.
That'd be great.
Nope. I had my one big play.
What else do you have in that deck? You have 4 cards in your hand.
I know. One's a land.
That means you have 3 other good cards.
Debatable.
All right. I think I'm going to attack Chris.
You wouldn't.
I think I am. Just with Nath.
Okay. Take 5.
Yep. And I'll mark you down for 5 commander damage.
I'll keep track.
You got it? Okay. And then second main phase. Don't counter it, CJ. Guiltleaf Archdruid. Whenever I play a druid spell, I can draw a card. I can tap 7 druids to gain control of all lands target player controls.
What? Well, he's got 4.
Pass the turn? Yeah, that's why I was trying to make prioritizing Llanowar Elves over the stuff I was drawing.
Well, I got nothing good. Let's just do this then. Go.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And I'll pass.
At least he doesn't have haste this time.
Yeah.
This gives me a few turns to figure things out.
We got a land. And we'll fly over here again.
What the heck?
I've got reach over here with Dwynen.
That's fine. You guys all make me out to seem like I'm in the lead.
We got a Krenko.
Does.
That's pretty far in the lead.
No.
And we'll tap Suppers on Cove to put a counter on that. And we'll pass my turn.
All right, I will untap. Upkeep. This time I'm going to go with you, CJ. And have you discard a card at random.
At random?
At random, yep. I'll roll a die and...
Just 4. Just roll 4. So I
can roll a 4-sided die. That would be much easier. And what do we hit?
A Coral Atoll.
Yeah.
We could have just revealed card from at random. I didn't realize that.
Well, we'll keep that in mind for next turn. But I get another Elf Warrior, and then I'm drawing a card for the turn. And I think this will be a good one. I'm going to use 2 Llanowar Elves to activate Nykthos. My devotion to green is 5, if I'm counting correctly. So I got 5 mana floating.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use 4 to play Sylvan Messenger. When it enters the battlefield, reveal the top 4 of my deck, and I put all elves into my hand. And so if that resolves, I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I can't stop you.
1, 2, 3, 4. So the rest go on the bottom. So Helix Pinnacle, unfortunately, alternate win condition. Very fun card, is going to go to the bottom. Plague Winds, one of the reasons I played black, to the bottom. But Oracle of Moldiah and Golgari Decoy will go to my hand. And I feel like I might as well, there's no reason not to, just play Oracle of Moldiah. So I play with the top card of my deck revealed.
Mm-hmm.
Always reveal top card. That's a good one. I can play an extra land a turn, and if the top card of my deck is a land, I could play it, which is not the case, so I'll wait next turn. In the meantime,
Uh-oh.
CJ, do something.
Nath at Chris, Guiltleaf Archdruid at CJ.
I'm taking 5.
Looks like I'm taking 4.
Sounds good. I'll pass.
All right, let's try something. So I can go for 5, where X equals 3. I can deal 3 damage here.
Womp womp womp.
Followed by a Goblin Sharpshooter to kill it off at the end.
Yep. Oh, that's terrible. Just terrible.
And then each 2/2
Yeah,
after that.
that's this whole pile of tokens.
And Oracle of Moldiah.
Oracle
Wait.
Moldiah is the regular 2/2.
I just saw her toughness there. Okay.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to
Nice.
stack those.
CJ doing things over here. I choose to tap Krenko and put 2 goblins on the field.
I feel significantly less good about this game now.
And I'll pass.
End of your turn. I'll play Harbinger of Tides, flash cost. When it enters the battlefield, I can return target tapped creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. I'll return Krenko. And I'll start my turn. I don't like how expensive Talrand is. And
You got it. I'll take 2.
and I'll tap Saprazon Cove, put another counter on it, and pass my turn.
So we've got the upkeep trigger for Nath. I'm going to have Chris discard a card. At random.
So I'll reveal a card at random.
Yep.
If it's commander, it's going to go to the command zone.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, Krenko goes to my command zone.
Look at that.
Now, do I have to cast him for more since he didn't die?
Yes. He every time he goes to the command zone, regardless of how he gets there.
Okay.
So, token. And draw for the turn. You know what I'm drawing, and we know what the top card is. Still not a land, but let's go ahead. I have Devotion to Green is 5. I'm going to use Nykthos, play Nissa. I'm going to go. What's that?
Okay. I'm assuming you're going to use the second ability, and in response, because it's a sorcery speed, I'm going to go ahead and kill your elf here.
Yep, that's fine. And I am using that second ability. I will set counters to 3. I'm going to gain 8 life. Go to 41. And then I used 4 to play Nissa, so I've got 1 floating.
Mm-hmm.
Taking out Dwynen was really a good play.
I should have done it when I lost all my guys.
Passing the turn.
Ruby Medallion, red spells cost 1 less to cast. Hellrider.
He doesn't seem like a goblin to me.
He's not.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. He's goblin-ish.
You get a soldier on the field. What's your deck?
Merfolk, but he's a Merfolk soldier.
He is a Merfolk soldier. If you check the errata in the detail.
I'm attacking. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. All at Jared. Oh, no. All of them go to Jared. Sorry. You, not the Planeswalker. And when I attack, Hellrider hits Nissa for 3.
Yep. Oh, that was a short-lived Nissa.
You got 8 life out of it.
I did.
So you got 3 3s coming at you.
Yeah, and I see you over there with that goblin sharpshooter.
Pew pew!
I hate that thing. I think I'm just going to take the 9, go to 32.
Excellent. I guess that's all for me.
But to your point, while Hellrider is not a goblin itself, I think it's synonymous enough with goblin decks that it's an honorary member.
I just like being a pain in the ass.
Yeah. I won't reveal any secrets in my deck yet, but I've got a few non-elves that are honorary.
Like Glissa the Trader is your honorary. Oh, she's an elf.
Glissa's a zombie elf.
Do Master of the Pearl Trident. Other Merfolk creatures I control get +1/+1. Also Island Walk, but that doesn't really matter. And I'll tap this to get another counter.
Should I be worried about what you're saving all those counters for?
Not yet.
Ooh, I bet you have Craterhoof Behemoth in that deck.
I can't give away any secrets.
I do have Craterhoof Behemoth in my deck. Alright, and go 2, 2.
I will take the 2. Going to 30.
And pass.
Alright. The old untap upkeep trigger. And CJ, since you're the only guy with cards in hand,
Yeah.
I'm going to pick you and roll a 3-sided die here.
I can just reveal.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. Go ahead and do that then.
Marrow Wit Sniper.
All right. Good combo with Aether Spouts.
Yeah, I guess so. But I'd have to know where he put the card.
I think I have to tell you where I put the card.
Yeah, he might have said it in the chat.
It did say it in the chat, so if it says it in the chat, then it's usually public.
Yes, that'd be public information for anybody who asked for it. I'm running out of steam here with this. Oh, I gotta draw a card for the turn. Maybe that'll help. That'll be good eventually. See, my devotion to green is still 5. So I'm going to use Nykthos to add 5. Play a Golgari Decoy. All creatures able to block it do so. Which leaves me with 1 mana. I'm going to use that 1 plus the Temple and Forest to play Pernicious Deed. I pay X and sacrifice it to destroy each artifact, creature, and enchantment with converted mana cost X or less. And from there, just because I hate that sharpshooter, 4 for Chris.
Yep. End of turn, I'm going to go ahead and ping that. Untap and ping you.
Yep. That's why I hate it. Go ahead with your sharpshooter there.
Got a good card, but it's kind of useless now. I can play Krenko for 1 less. I feel like I should do something, but I'm not in a good position to do it. Derek's just going to sacrifice his Pernicious Deed and kill all the tokens.
I could. I don't have to.
You're gonna make a deal with him?
My ears are open.
Nope. On my way. Let's do this.
Jeepers.
All 3. Coming at Jared, and it deals 3 extra with Hellrider.
Actually, hold on. Before I take all that, let me count out what CJ has.
Don't count anything. Get out of here.
Well, I gotta make sure he doesn't come and kill me if I don't do anything. Because he's got 12 power. So I don't really want to get blown out of the water by him either.
Yeah, because I'm worried about you right now.
You never know.
After getting run over by this deck twice.
I feel targeted.
Good.
Hold on a sec. I gotta do some math.
Oh no.
Can you at least play the Jeopardy theme song or something?
Get a copyright claim.
Yeah, I'm not gonna block. I'm gonna take 12 and go to 17.
Ooh. My turn's done.
Oh, at this point, my chances are very slim, but I've still got a trick or two up my sleeve.
Trick or two, huh?
Just 1 or 2.
Well, I hope you get to play them.
CJ, just so you know how Pernicious Deed works, all he has to do next turn is pay 5, and we're going to lose everything for 5 or less, or 4 for that matter. And he'll keep 2 of his guys, and we'll lose everything for 4 or less on the board.
But again, I don't have to do that.
No, but there's a good chance he will. Just letting you know.
I can't stop him.
Yes, you can.
What do you mean?
You have cards.
I have nothing that can destroy an enchantment.
You have guys. Okay. Is that all you're doing? Is this those 2? Or
That's my attack phase.
Yeah.
And Oops. This one. Play Ambassador Laquatus. I can pay 3 and target player puts the top 3 cards of his library into the graveyard. And pass.
Be another good one with the Aether Spouts.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Upkeep Nath Trigger. Who do I want to discard a card?
Probably not me.
Well, you got 2. He's only got 1.
Yeah, but he could have a good one.
I
Well,
would have played it if it was a good one.
No, you don't.
excuse me. Go ahead and show us a card at random, CJ.
Killing me.
You know he's got a Leviathan in there or something.
You know what? In response to that,
Yep.
pay 3,
In response to what?
4, 5.
The beating the upkeep?
Yep. Archive Trap. And that'll go. Let's do that to Jared. Making me discard cards.
That's fine, I guess. Top 13.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and this is before I draw. I don't get this Voice of the Woods,
Mm-hmm.
which is a sweet card.
And I get a Drake. And then I'll reveal the card.
If you had that negate when he had played Pernicious Deed, CJ, so help me.
How many cards am I flipping over? 13?
13.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So help me God, CJ. I will fly to where you are.
13.
You know where I am. You know where to find me.
Oh, you got some good ones. You got a Zeri at least. And that Voice of the Woods are all good.
I had that negate since turn 1.
No, you didn't. And you had mana available when he played Pernicious Deed.
Well, here's what I'm doing for my turn. I'm going to draw, which you guys can see the top card of my deck, so it's going to be that Wolf Skull Shaman.
Mm-hmm.
And now you can see Averted Catacombs as top of my deck. And thanks to Oracle of Moldai, I can play lands off the top. So I'll play that Averted Catacombs off the top. Next turn, I sure as heck don't want to draw Llanowar Elves. So I'm going to pay 1 life, use the Verdant Catacombs.
CJ, this would have been your chance to cast Archive Trap for free.
Well, it wouldn't matter if he's got no cards in
wouldn't have
hand.
had that.
Got nothing else to play.
That card wouldn't have been there for him to search if I didn't.
I know. I get it. Thank you.
I'm just going to grab a forest with that. So now... brutal. I shuffled that because I don't want to draw a Llanowar Elf. Just my luck. But that's fine, I guess, because I've got big plans.
Okay.
There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My devotion to Nykthos, or my devotion to green, is 7. So I can use Nykthos to add 7 to my mana pool. Then I'm going to need 2 black. And this is why I'm glad we got rid of that negate. Destroy all creatures I don't control and all planeswalkers I don't control.
You cut out.
I'm destroying all your stuff.
Mm.
Well, I can Goblin Sharpshooter your Elf Warrior. When that dies, he'll untap. Now, he won't be around to see everyone else die, right?
Correct.
So I'm going to ping you 1 more in the face.
Yep, I figured.
And then everyone dies.
Oh, that feels good. That's why you play black. So now
That's why you played counters in an all-blue deck.
I had counters.
You didn't use them.
You wanted me to use it on Pernicious Deed.
Yeah, I did.
Well, it wouldn't have helped us, would it?
all right, Nath is at Chris.
That's why you always leave a note.
And then I've got 9 more damage headed for CJ.
Mm-hmm.
That's the old turn.
Ooh, wait a second. That was my 5th mountain. If you control at least 5 mountains, you may have Valakut deal 3 damage to target creature or player.
Oh boy.
Oh, the opportunities I have.
Good thing you don't still have that sharpshooter.
Ooh. Let's have Valakut deal 3 damage. I feel like Oracle is a pain, but
You know what I'm drawing next turn, so. I was saying, as it so happens, Arbor Elf was going to be a druid, so that would have let me draw a card. That's probably a fair choice.
Yay, Altar of the Brood. Pass.
God. Tap for counting
Yep.
and pass my turn.
Are you sure you don't want to play what you got in your hand? Because I'm going to make you discard it on my upkeep.
Yep.
All right.
Counter.
So upkeep, go ahead and discard.
Garbage. Would have helped if I had all those creatures out there, but
You could have played it anyway.
nope.
It's an enchantment.
Well, you're lost, I suppose. I'll draw for the turn. Get my Arbor Elf.
You're lost, I suppose.
What?
He's mimicking him.
Oh, I see. I'm going to play this Wirewood Liege off the top of my deck, thanks to the Oracle. And throw an Arbor Elf out there. Throw the Wolf Skull Shaman out there. Those guys just came into play. We'll go at Chris for 4. Then I've got 6 heading your way, CJ.
Well, you really turned things around, Jared.
I sure did. You can't see it, but I've got a big old grin on my face.
We can hear it.
All right, so Nath went the distance, took out Chris, and I'm feeling pretty good from here.
Oh. Man.
God, most useless Merfolk deck ever. Oh yeah, there you go. All right, let's go game 2.
I got it. Nope.
Do your little outro there,
Passing
Jared.
my turn.
I say CJ should get one more turn, and if he draws something good like a Cyclonic Rift, then he's got a decent chance.
I have 2 Aether Spouts.
So Nath triggers. You don't have any cards to discard, and since you are not discarding, I do not get a token. But I also get a Wolf Skull Shaman trigger look at the top card of my library. We can all see what it is, and if it shares a creature type with Wolf Skull Shaman, I get a wolf token. So, wolf token. I'll go ahead and draw that for the turn. And yeah, I
Look
can't.
at you! Look at you put that card in there just for my deck.
What? What card?
Azirius Predation.
Aziri's an elf. It fits.
Wouldn't matter anyway. It's just a green sorcery card.
So I'm gonna attack with this group of guys. All creatures able to block Golgari Decoy do so, and then the rest will get you for 9.
Well, Golgari Decoy is dead.
Yes. Might as well just throw the archers out there. Power and toughness are equal to the number of elves I control, which is 7 at the moment. I'm going to set that power and toughness as a 7/7.
Cool.
And pass. Top deck of the century here. Let's see it.
Island.
I've got it. Tidebinder Mage. Jagged Scar Archers doesn't
All right.
tap.
Yeah.
Games 2, let's go.
All right, let's roll into the recap. So finally, we were able to beat Krenko. Not that we were jointly trying, but
Yeah, right. We were able to beat Krenko.
it makes me very happy. Yeah, I put in Plague Winds in Garrick's Wake because I knew I was going to have trouble with those tokens and needed some board wipes that would leave my own creatures. And I was hoping with enough Llanowar Elf type guys I could ramp up to them before I was dead, which kind of worked out. I ramped up to some other stuff. But I would say all in all, that was a decent elf deck. I didn't really have a consistent strategy like you would want when you're building with Nath. You could build around that discard. I kind of went more for a greatest hits type deck where I just went through, built this deck. I took a look at basically all the elves, threw them all in a deck, and then as I cut guys, I move them to the sideboard. Obviously, this deck is 100 cards, but the pile of things I took out of it is 174 cards. So I definitely took some time going through everything and just trying to get some of the best elves in there. And unfortunately, didn't see them, but there were a couple newer cards that I had in there. I had Lifecrafter's Bestiary from Kaladesh, or is it Aether Revolt? One of the two. But that whenever you cast a creature spell, you can pay 1 to draw a card. So I think all three of us were kind of running low on cards throughout that game, so that would have been a nice way to keep my hand full. And then another new one from Amonkhet, Throne of the God Pharaoh. At the beginning of the end step, each opponent loses life equal to the number of tapped creatures I control. And as you guys saw, I played all sorts of Arbor Elf and Llanowar Elf, and a bunch of guys that tapped for mana. So I was hoping to get some value out of that. Never came up, but kind of an odd choice. I went with all those Llanowar Elves instead of Cultivate stuff, just to have more elf creatures as ramp instead of spells. So that's what I had going on. And as I mentioned at the beginning, if you head over to casualcrusader.com, you can get the full deck list and get your eyes on the whole greatest hits of elves list. So what do you think of your deck, CJ?
I mean, it outperformed the human deck.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, besides, what did I used some Planeswalker on the last game, like round 2 of that last game.
Okay, you had Elspeth, I think it was.
Elspeth, yeah, and I got some decent damage on Curse, but I mean, we were dead by like turn 6, so
Yeah.
we survived.
Yeah, Tauren's definitely better at surviving.
Yeah.
Any changes you would make if you were gonna play this deck in the future?
I think I just didn't get the cards I needed. I mean, I was able to wipe all Chris's creatures, but I think I just needed more of that.
Yeah, when you tapped out the 2 mana at the end for whatever that Merfolk was, you had me sweating because I know there's Devastation Tide, return everything to its owner's hand is one of those miracle spells, and the miracle cost is 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I panicked for a second when you tapped the 2 mana. I thought you might have it. How about you, Chris? Now that you've played a couple games with Krenko now, any updates for us?
No. I think Krenko's really strong in 1v1, and I could just burn someone down real quick. But when it's 2v1, it's tougher to get by.
I think it's a free for all.
Yeah, is it though?
Well, it's a free for all until you start scaring us.
Yeah, well, I play a mountain and you guys peed yourself, so.
Well, it was a spooky mountain.
Valakut can be spooky.
Yeah.
I didn't get any haste enablers, and I have at least like 6 or 7 in this deck, which was surprising.
Yeah, that was a big relief because Krenko with haste is so painful.
Yeah, he's almost not worth casting unless you have haste.
Yeah. Well, good game, gentlemen. Thank you for playing. Thanks everybody at home for watching. As usual, you can find more content at casualcrusader.com. We're on YouTube as Casual Crusader, Facebook.com/Casual Crusader. We're on Twitter at twitter.com. What the hell are we on Twitter? Nope, that's not it. At @casual_Crusader. There it is. And stay in touch. Make sure you leave a comment on the video if you liked it, and we'll be back soon with more.